Hey YouTube, Vinny M here and welcome to another video here on the channel. Today we have another World War II reenacting gear review for you. And in today's video, we are going to be reviewing a U.S. Army bailout ration kit from FrontlineRations.com. Now I say ration kit, but it's more like a ration construction kit because you actually build the ration yourself. You put your own contents in it. And this is just all of the wrappers, boxes, and paper products you need to make the ration. Now, for some people, that sounds a little bit complicated, but I promise you, this is a lot cheaper than going out and buying any type of ration that's already made. And Frontline Rations offers these kits for various different rations. I'm using the U.S. Army Bailout Ration Kit, which costs $12. And this is a great option for people that want to have a snack at a reenactment or a living history that are doing an Air Corps impression. This is an early survival ration for air crewmen that was eventually replaced by the parachute emergency ration. The parachute emergency ration came in a sardine can, so you can't really replicate it because you would have to have a way to actually seal shut a metal sardine can. So unless you own a sardine factory, that's probably not an option, which makes this a great option. Since it's early war, presumably they could have had them in inventory somewhere throughout the war, and it's just something that will work for that kind of niche Air Corps impression if you want to be able to have an Air Corps appropriate ration. Here's the listing on their website. I'll also show you the listing of some of the other kits that they have real quick, and we'll go from there. So before we move forward, I just need you to understand that I showed you some of the main U.S. product lines they offer, the C ration, the K ration, the bailout ration. They also offer the D ration boxes, but their website has a ton of stuff on it. There's lots of options for German rations, and you can buy most of their components individually. So you saw the C ration was $20 for the kit, but if you just want the C ration 10 to put stuff in, then these are 11 bucks. The bottoms pop off and you can fill them with whatever. So just keep that in mind, that you saw a snippet of the ration kits because that's the topic of this video, but there's a lot more that you can go and look at and see what they offer. So let's move into reviewing this particular kit. It comes in a plastic wrapper that says Frontline Rations with their website. Well, actually, their contact. That's the contact itself. So you're just going to tear that. And then it folds up here. And the first thing that we have is the pre-cut outer box, which is nicely done. Thick cardstock. It's scored where it folds so that it folds easily. You're just going to bend this and glue it together. Has a little Frontline Rations logo on it, but that's going to be concealed so you won't see that. Very nice printing on it. U.S. Army Bailout Ration contents: 2 2-ounce packages, malted milk dextrose and dextrose tablets, 2 2-ounce ration D-bars, 1 stick chewing gum, 1 package bouillon powder, packed by the Cracker Jack Company of Chicago, Illinois. All right, so we have that. Then we're gonna have 2 of the Field Ration D paper wrappers. Now, throughout the war, the Field Ration D was packaged in a few different things. This is the 2-ounce version. There's also a 4-ounce version, which was a cardboard box. These are labeled as U.S. Army Field Ration D 2-ounce net weight, manufactured by Hershey's of Hershey's, Pennsylvania. They are your typical parchment paper, smooth on one side, slightly rougher on the other. Very, very nicely done. One of them has a Frontline Rations logo on it, the other does not. Now, to make the bar that goes in this, you're actually going to get a mold. Mine was from the UK and it's silicone. Put some chocolate chips in there, melt them down, or you can try to make the actual recipe that was used for these. You can find that online. Let it cool, wrap it up in the wrapper. It's that simple. They do sell molds for these on Frontline Rations. You can also just do what I've seen other people do and try to find a chocolate bar that you can kind of cut into the right dimensions and just use that, and then you don't need a mold. It's up to you how accurate you want to be. Do you want the chocolate bar to look exactly right? Then get a mold. If it doesn't matter to you, just find a chunk of chocolate that you can trim down to fit in the wrapper, and then that'll save you some money. The next thing that we have is 2 cardboard boxes that are scored so that you can fold them easily. And these are for the malted milk dextrose and dextrose tablets, U.S. Army Field Ration K, 15 tablets, net weight 2 ounce, manufactured by Curtis Candy Company of Chicago, Illinois. And yep, they're both Curtis Candy, marked. Nice boxes, nice white cardstock for these, which is great. Heavily scored so that we can fold them easily, also great. Yeah. Finding dextrose tablets the right size to go in these, a little bit of a pain in the ass. Usually what I do, and not that it's right, because it's not really historically accurate, but it's a historically accurate box, so no one knows until you actually pull it out to eat it, is just take some brown parchment paper and roll you up like a string of Whoppers, the malted milk balls, and just stick them in this box. And then you have several Whoppers you can eat, and they are malted milk tablets essentially, but finding the original square ones is nearly impossible. And then we have a wrapper for some Wrigley's gum. This is as easy as going and buying your favorite stick gum, taking the wrapper off, and putting this wrapper on in its place. That's all you're gonna do. Cheap pack of gum, 25 cents for a 5-pack of the strips of Wrigley Spearmint or Juicy Fruit or Big Red or whatever. Take a stick out, take that wrapper off, throw this one on, you're in business. It's that simple. The last thing is a bouillon packet, which is a cellophane package. It's thick cellophane too. That's very, very nicely done. Very nicely done. It's printed. If I can get this to show up. I'll use this. So it says bouillon powder, component U.S. Army Field Ration K, net weight 10 gram, ingredients A, vegetable protein, derivative, artificial flavor, salt, spices, flavor, coloring, brewer's yeast. Contents of this package can be dissolved in 1 pint 3/4 canteen cup, hot or cold water, and stir well. Manufactured by McKay Davis Company, Toledo, Ohio, USA. Now, there aren't any instructions with this that I saw. I didn't go through the whole box really well, to be honest. I just grabbed out what I ordered. So, I mean, it could have been on the packing slip or something. But I'm not quite sure how you seal this, if you just fold it or what you do. But they do sell these things at Walmart. And this is a sealer. So it just melts plastic bags together. I can probably melt the original plastic bag back together, to be honest. Let's see if I can do it on a corner. You just press it together and drag it across something. Yep. And if you do it too hard, it cuts it. But it is sealed. So that's a little package now. Right there. Like, that's sealed shut. So it takes a little practice to use them, but this will definitely seal this shut, which is probably what I'll use. So there are options for sealing it. This thing's like $4 at Walmart. It's in like the Ziploc bag section. So there we go. I'm pretty impressed with it. Yeah, $12, okay, but I can reuse a lot of this. As long as I stuff all the contents back in the box when I'm done eating it, about the only thing that I can't reuse is going to be this thing. And if I seal it high enough and then very gently cut that, I have enough room to probably seal it 2 more times. So even that might be reusable. So just something to keep in mind. You can get a little bit of life out of this kind of stuff. Cardboard paper, it's not going to last forever, obviously, but if you're careful with it, if you keep it all after you've used it, just like I've done with, say, this K-Wrap box, I can reseal that a couple more times and get some life out of it. So you don't have to spend $12 for one-time use. You can spend $12 for 2, 3, 4 uses, and then you're getting more out of your money. So that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you found this useful. As always, like and subscribe. Be sure to check out Frontline Rations website, and have a nice day.